The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Aaron Glenn and the New York Jets were on the practice field for the first time in 2025. Jets insider Robby Sabo was there. He joins us now to recap the first ever practice of the AG era. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started. Man, AG's first training camp with the New York Jets is underway. We bleed Jets green each and every day. Will the playoff drought finally end? Kings of the offseason, baby. This is what we do. At least we have Garrett Wilson. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quentin Williams. Prepare to be underdogs. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Here we go. Show number 2 on the day. And hopefully this show goes better than whoever was running the audio for Aaron Glenn's introductory press conference to training camp this morning. That said, productive day on the field for the New York Jets. And for more on that, we say hello to the co-founder of JetsXFactor.com, Robby Sabo. Robby, you look like you didn't get sunburn at all being out there today. How was day 1 of training camp?
Yeah, I think it's it'll bite me in the ass. Don't you worry. It's, my mom's Irish side in me. By early next week, Red Robby's coming.
Red Robby. Well, the Jets, they were on the field today, Mr. Sabo. So I defer to you. I was not there. You were. What was the big takeaway from the first ever AG practice of 2025?
Well, I mean, if it was up to AG, I think he'd be in full pads right away. There'd be 2-a-days. They'd go 100% tackling to the ground. Just not today's world in football. The CBA is what it is, and I always forget. I think I asked Rich today. I was thinking it was like 2 or 3 days until they can go full pads in camp. But I think it might be more. I think it's 4 or 5. But, AG can't do that, and you got to look for other things. And what I saw today is kind of a prolonged extension of OTAs and minicamp. Yeah, they run teams. They run 7-on-7s. But when they're in positionals, it's more noticeable. It's efficient. There's no wasted time. And it's a subtle thing. But instead of hanging around and wasting a couple minutes here, a couple of minutes there, it's up-tempo. It's not wasting time. And, they do a lot of the little nitty-gritty stuff, fundamental stuff that's just not fun for players. Think Gene Hackman and Hoosiers not practicing with the ball for the first 2 weeks of practice.
Aaron Glenn said at his press conference after practice that he was a little anxious getting set for his first ever training camp practice. Said that he woke up around 3:30 in the morning and he couldn't go back to sleep. Your thoughts on what you saw from Glenn? Did you notice anything about how he was interacting with particular players or a certain side of the ball? Your thoughts on that?
Still the same Glenn. He's operating from a 10,000-foot view, in my opinion. More of a Bear Bryant type, hands off on the practice field during practice. Very much hands on when they're not on the field. Behind the scenes doing their thing there. So don't get confused. When I say Glenn is hands off in practice, that just means he's watching from a distance, trying to take everything in. I think Faria had a video today getting Glenn hands on knees, in that coaching position, ready to roll, watching from an extended distance. And that's pretty much what Glenn is doing. We'll see in terms of the strategy. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Fields, but Glenn is still doing the same stuff. Nothing fiery, nothing crazy. No grabbing face masks and hitting whistles on the top of the helmet, which really rung your ears back in the day. My God, I don't know if it's still like that with the new equipment, but same old Glenn.
Same old AG, same old Aaron Glenn. Was it the same old Jets at the quarterback spot? How did Justin Fields look in his first practice as the unquestioned starter
for the New York Jets.
It's funny. I was providing live tweets as it was happening, and it wasn't anything terrible, and it wasn't anything tremendously great. I'd say the tweets were mostly positive that I tweeted out, and the responses were all over the map from Jets fans. Oh, we're going undefeated. We're gonna have a great year. Fields is gonna break out. To he's a bum. He's a disaster. It's not gonna work out. And that's the way it is. It's polarized right now. And you look at the quote unquote stats. He went 4 for 7 or whatever. Don't worry about the stats. I understand why they're appealing and they're intriguing, but don't worry about that. With Fields today specifically, I saw some good things in terms of hitting secondary reads. On one play, first of all, let me get my Twitter up. On the first or one of the first couple plays, he hit Garrett Wilson on a vertical, which would have been a 50, 60-yard touchdown. It was a perfect route concept against the defensive coverage they had. Cisco just couldn't range over enough as the single high guy. But Fields laid it, just overthrew him. Garrett was wide open. One could have been a hospital ball. If they were playing for real, playing for keeps, Sherwood could have lined Garrett up in terms of an inside leverage throw and placement. But for Fields, there was a lot of positive. There was some negative.
He does look like a franchise quarterback, at least as far as like the aesthetics. Like I got the picture up on the screen right now. I don't know if it's going to translate, but he looks like a franchise quarterback. You know what I mean? Like certain guys just look good with the uniform on, like Fields with the visor and just the whole aesthetics of him as a quarterback. He just looks like he's going to be good. Probably has no impact, but I will point that out. He looks
the
good.
Number. Let's be honest. The number 7 really does it for quarterback. Number 7, 12, and I feel like 11 and 16 maybe. 16 does it too. There's certain numbers for quarterbacks that just do it, and it makes it feel better aesthetically speaking. It's all Rich in the comments. Fields could throw the ball. Yeah, dude, he's got an arm. He could throw the ball. There's no question about that. It'll come down to those decisions and those plays and those passes when it's pass only. And he's not tempted to run, and he's not thinking about running, and he's not overthinking things. And if they could get him rolling in that regard, I wouldn't look for it early in the season. I want to see him run the ball and do what he does best early in the season and let him roll into progression later in the season. If they coach him up and they scheme guys wide open, there are some friendly QB concepts being thrown out there, and fans are going to get used to it really, really quickly. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. So the fact that I see these concepts and, some screens and some things, that it's not shocking to me, because I felt like this was their vision the entire time. A really power mauling, rushing offense. They're going to love Braylon Allen. He hits the hole hard again. He did it today again. So if the coaching's okay, Fields will have a shot.
You mentioned that play that Fields went to Garrett Wilson, first play of teams. You can see it on your screen here, Robby. Listener will win that. If you don't win, on Monday, you got a chance to win a signed Broadway Joe Namath helmet and a signed Justin Fields helmet. We gave away a Fields jersey on the first show. Congrats to Anthony Lagariato for winning that. Now let's give away a signed Mark Sanchez jersey. The last time the Jets were in the playoffs, number 6 was the Jet quarterback. So gift the membership to enter, and I'll even do this. First person to gift a
one of my under the radar conspiracy theories, Connie, Jake, the gloves today, the receiver gloves, whatever position, the gloves are alien-like, so sticky. Bolitnikov would have blushed based on these gloves compared to what they were in the 90s with the Newmans that, we had. They were awful. It's not just about catching the ball in offense. It's about hand tackling, I think. I think the NFL allows these gloves because it takes shoulders and heads out of tackling much more, and you see a lot more hand tackling. So to that end, I agree with you, Connie. It's ruining football little by little, the CBA.
As we talk more about some of the things that stood out today, Robby, I thought it was notable that after the press conference from Glenn, or I should even say this, during the Glenn press conference, he went out of his way to basically highlight Michael Clemens when asked specifically about him. Is that Glenn trying to just say the right thing publicly, or do you think there's actually a real role for Michael Clemens on this team?
I think He's more of a gray area than what we saw with Salah. I think there's a role for Clemens on this team. I think some of it is salary driven. I think some of it is need driven. Let's be honest, they're not gangbusters at the position. And, Glenn's going to be situational. I've been screaming that they're going to rotate the receiver too, just all season, every game, every play. I think it's going to be the same thing at the D line. And I think Clemens is going to be in the mix, but especially against the rushing game in base in 4-3. So he didn't, unlike Salah, he wasn't overly glowing. He admitted there's a lot of stuff he has to improve. Was he too glowing for, Jets fans' tastes? Probably. And I understand that. But I think it's more of a middle gray area as opposed to Salah. Salah was really a believer, really went out of his way to praise him. Glenn at least kept it real in the sense that, hey, there's a lot that needs to be improved there.
Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. We're talking with Robby Sabo, recapping day one of training camp. We'll get to some of the comments that some of the players made as well. But if you have a question about a specific player or something that happened, Robby's one of the few credentialed media people that was there today who can answer your questions. Hey, huge shout out to Mike Dems. He's in the raffle for 10 because we said the first person to gift, we would double it. Mike, congrats. 10 chances to win a signed Mark Sanchez jersey at the end of today's stream. So, Mike, appreciate your support as always. Robby, for me, I want to know about the rookies. What can you tell us about Arian Smith? What can you tell us about Mason Taylor, Azy Thomas? Anything stand out from this rookie class? Their first practice, of course, as Jets. Armand Membu, I should mention him. 7th pick in the draft at right tackle. What stood out from the rookies today, if anything?
I like Membu's feet. His footwork is noticeable, especially in positionals. I like that. Arian Smith caught at least one ball today. And the ball he caught, it wasn't a deep one. It was from Tyrod Taylor, either a comeback or an out, 3-step type job. And that's what you'd like to see from Arian Smith, who's, his role is going to be a vertical, take the top off guy. But he came away with a low, tough catch. And if his hands are a question mark, that's what you want to see. So on that play, he was pretty solid. Mason Taylor, quiet day in teams, didn't see much. I think there was a play or two, a route or two that he could have had something. Fields just didn't look his way. Who else do we got in terms of rookies? Azy Thomas, didn't see much from AZ, but Brandon Stevens, hire a taste tester because AZ's on your ass. I mean, that's going to be interesting in August for sure for that CB2. If AZ grasps the system and he has it, and I don't know if he does or not, we'll see. Who am I missing? Muaga, not much. I think Jamin Davis is getting the benefit of the doubt right now in terms of third linebacker. Don't quote me to that. It's an open competition, as Glenn said. I got to be missing a couple guys, right? Who's the edge? Barron, not noticeable today.
And once again, pretty much it. We're talking about one practice without full pads, so context, people. Always want to remind the audience of that. I know we're all excited.
People losing their minds already in the comments?
No, it's just, a guy makes one catch, he's going to Canton, guy has a drop, and it's like, he sucks. You got to obviously show a little patience.
Oh, yeah, Corley dropped the ball today. Get the pitchforks out and light a fire, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, a super chat from Bill. Hey, Jake, have to agree. Fields looks the part for sure. P.S. Your meltdown over the presser was priceless. You were actually at the presser, Robby, so I'm guessing you didn't see what happened from the fans' perspective as we're all trying to watch Glenn's presser.
Yeah, I was there for Glenn.
Yeah. First, the audio just completely craps out where you can't hear him. He sounds like he's underwater. Then, as the press conference continues, we seemingly get it situated where everything's back to normal, and then they cut off his answer mid-answer. They throw to thanks for watching, the stream's done in the middle of his answer, and then it cuts out into a commercial. So it was just a disaster for whoever was in charge of the Glenn presser today. It was. What
was the commercial?
I couldn't even tell you, to be honest. I got rid of it quick. No free ads on the show. Pay me. You want to reach the #1 Jet YouTube show? Cha-ching, baby.
His first camp presser was an L. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think he sounded good from what I heard, but I guess I didn't hear everything. So this is a great question from Jay Quest. Can Robby fill us in on what AG said at the presser since the audio sucked more than Alan does?
Yeah, basically, as he normally does, he gets up there with intent. He lays out his mission, his objectives. He's going to be boring, guys. And Fields, same way. Fields being an extension of Glenn. Glenn and Fields are going to be boring interviewees. Now, I think there will be certain moments when Glenn isn't boring. We've seen it in the past. It's been few and far between. It'll be like a Parcells type thing. Parcells, I was a little young, but from what I remember and read and saw, he was kind of boring that first year too, but he understands where they are in the process. They still have a long time to go. They're doing the dirty work right now. So other than Clemens, I'm going to get the transcripts, read the transcripts again tonight to see exactly what he said about Clemens. The open competition. Did you get that part?
I think it was competition at center with Tippmann and Myers. Yes.
Yeah, I think it was Costello who snuck that question in at the last moment. Good question. Tippmann and Myers, he harped on open competition being everywhere. Would he say that if asked about quarterback? Probably not in that vein. No, he wouldn't. I mean, we know the Jets promised Fields the number one QB job. And Muji even said it down in Florida at the owners' meetings. Hey, or Glenn might have said it. I forget. You have the depth chart. He's QB1. Doesn't mean there's no competition. So that's how they kind of explain that. We talked about Tippmann Myers. It might be a fire under the ass type thing. Maybe it wouldn't surprise me. But in terms, there isn't much that else has been shocking, to be honest. And that's what I'm looking forward to seeing. Something that shocks me in terms of the lineup really being shaken out.
This was a little snippet of what we experienced as Jet fans earlier today. This is Costello asking the question.
There's an open competition everywhere, guys.
No, there's not.
Listen, our job is to make sure we do this. Bringing the best player.
Yeah. They cut off the press conference in the middle of an answer? No way. No, this franchise cannot get out of its own way. You got to be kidding me. They really ended the press conference in the middle of his answer? No way. This has got to be a bid. No way. The Jets just cut off their head coach in the middle of his first press conference? No freaking way. Bro. You got to be kidding me. All right, couple quick takeaways here.
Keep giving me the same thing.
There's the first loss of the season, Aaron Glenn's press conference.
We have two good players that's played a lot of plays in this league.
Are we back?
I'm happy with
you. If I don't laugh, we'll cry. You got to be kidding me. We can't even get a press
conference.
About
22 days ago, I started using the Jets.
Now, don't want to look at you. Good Lord. What the heck is going on with the Jets? What are we doing here, Robby? We can't even get a press conference underway.
You don't want to look at those two lovely girls. What are you talking about, Jake?
Well, you know what? I'll refrain from what I really want to say about what happened there. But yeah, I mean, what are we doing?
Stepping on rakes. Yeah, that's tough timing. I'll say this. Origins is coming out for the organization. They do a great job in the documentary aspect. Yeah, it's a tough one. Tough L, but and the timing couldn't have been worse, right? I mean, that was an intriguing question, along with Clemens, who it came from Dan Leberfeld. So what else did Glenn touch upon? Do you remember off the top of your head?
Well, we got part of the beginning, and we got some of the middle. We didn't get his answers on why they extended Sauce and Garrett. I saw the quotes.
Same stuff. Yeah, homegrown.
Send the right message. We want to show to our team we're going to keep young players that we draft and develop, which is the right stuff. Like, this is exactly why they got ahead of it. It sends the right message to the team as training camp gets underway here.
Mm-hmm. How does he feel about the execution? Here's Glenn, quote, usually on the first day, that's when most of the mistakes happen. Most of the penalties happen, but I thought our guys did a really good job. Listen, we have a long way to go, and we know that. But today I thought was pretty good. I mean, it was, in terms of those types of questions, it was pretty vanilla. He's not going to give you much. I think it's going to be few and far between. And then I think, Costello asked about the schedule. which is an interesting question too. My first head coach in New Orleans, Sean Payton. Yeah, I don't know. He really didn't answer it. He does a great job of saying a lot without answering, which is kind of a promising thing if you're a fan of the Jets, because you want that guy as a head coach.
I took in my notes when he was talking about that experience with the Saints, how he's been preparing to be a head coach since he was in New Orleans. So we're talking about a guy that's had 5+ years of prep to be a head coach. So he feels like he's stepping in and he's ready for the opportunity here.
Yeah, and what you love is, the guys he's been around. Campbell, Ben Johnson. I throw Ben Johnson in there. I don't prescribe to the notion that he's not going to be a good head coach. I think he's going to be pretty damn good. And Parcells, Sean Payton, Campbell. So he's been around some pretty solid guys.
Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Comments, questions, super chats, they will cut the line. Robby Sabo was at training camp today, so if you have a question about something that happened, he is the guy to break it down for you. Connie in the house. She says, thanks, guys, and everyone's nice comments. I always enjoy when Jake and Robby are together. Great stuff, real football. Connie, can't wait to see you August 2nd at our training camp meetup at the Cloverleaf Tavern. Shout out to Chef Kevin for having the Asmaniacs come to his restaurant for a fun afternoon after the green and white scrimmage. Did it smell like football, Robby? That's my question real fast. Did it smell like football out there today?
Smelled. You know what? It didn't, and their only reason was because we were up top. We were on the podium. And
do they have refs?
This is interesting. Last year, there were no refs.
The whole
as you know.
Training camp, yeah.
And the year prior, they brought refs in for scrimmages and certain dates in training camp. It kept dwindling and going down and down and down and down. And people speculated cost cutting, what's going on. Refs have been here with this team, even in OTAs. So Glenn has the GoPros on the helmet. I assume it has to be quarterback coach driven. See where the eyes are, see where the progressions start, which is a great thing in my mind. I would love to do that in high school. Never going to happen. Having the refs there, I think, is tremendous. You can't go over mistakes in film room only. The film room mistakes have to be complementary to real time. And if you don't have the refs, there's nothing to correct or identify real time. But to talk about Glenn's presser, here's the most important thing that struck me, and I just read it, and I forgot about it until just now. Serby from the Post said, how have you gotten your players to buy in? And his answer struck me. And his answer was being authentic, just being you. I wrote about this many times before. Players could spot phony coaches. I've said it on the show too. Players could spot phonies a million miles away. And that's what Glenn pretty much said and alluded to. You can't be someone you're not. And that was a big theme with him, and it struck a chord with me, and I think it's really important. Got to be you, because players will spot a phony. They might not tell you you're a phony, but if you are and you're not being yourself, everyone will look around and be like, who is this guy? This guy's a joke. So in that regard, it's a pretty important call out, I think.
Neo Kane says, just tuned in. I guess you talked about it. How did Fields look? Rewind, Neo Kane, if you want the full comprehensive breakdown on Justin Fields' first practice with the New York Jets.
Some good stuff, some bad, mostly good. Here's the interesting thing. Glenn and Engstrand want him to take off and run. There's no question, yet he didn't do that today. It'll be interesting to see how often he takes off and runs in July and August. That'll be because some coaches don't want to waste the reps. Some coaches want to encourage it, to practice like you play.
Marcus with a super chat. Were quarterbacks still wearing the helmet cameras that we saw during OTAs? Must make for great tape. I think they were from the photos I saw, right?
Yeah,
Robby?
They were. And it makes sense. I mean, if you're DB, when I teach my DBs, your eyes are your most dangerous, precious weapon. Where you put your eyes and place your eyes means everything in terms of coverage. Yeah, hands on the hip, maintaining contact. If it's zone match or it's man, that's important too. But that's complementary to where your eyes are. Are you running vertical with a guy or are you in bail? Because if you're in bail, you could have your eyes on the quarterback. If you're running vertical, you can't, like Stevens today, and Stevens got moss. Where the primary is, where the secondary is, where the progressions are. but this confirms it. So I think this is a great weapon.
I tried to pause when you could see Fields wearing the GoPros. He's making that throw to Garrett that the Jets themselves posted, but here's a still shot
There
of
it
Fields
is.
warming up. You can see they do have the GoPros on their helmets there, which I think is pretty cool. I don't think there's any negative to it.
No, not at all. And I mean, the way it's mounted, it's got to be a shaky as hell video to watch, but as long as you have a general idea, it works.
BG writes in, tackling isn't learned at this point. These guys have been playing football for years. They know what to do. They just make business decisions. I vehemently disagree with this, but Robby, you actually coach high school football, so go ahead.
I think we'll agree. I think you'll agree with this. It's not learned, but it's muscle memory. It's maintained. And even if guys come into the league not as great tacklers as they were, say, in the 80s or 90s, which is true, just based on the differences in the game, that doesn't mean you forget about it. That doesn't mean you pretend they could do it no matter what in their sleep. That's just not the way it is. It's about muscle memory. It's about repetitive process. So it's not learned per se, but it's made. Yes, I'm going to get an Anthony Mason cut with a lightning bolt on the side of my head.
It'd be good PR for the Jets to let the media get haircuts from the
Right?
Jets barber they hired. That'd be funny.
Dude, I'll go number 2 on the top, buzzing it almost with a symbol on the side of the head if they let me use it.
Leo's Dogs writes in, Leo, is it true Corley was dropping balls all over?
Dropping balls. You make it sound cool almost.
I think he had one drop that I saw you guys tweet about.
Yeah, it was a rough one because was it Fields who threw the ball? I can't remember. I think it was Fields. No, someone else, I think. But the ball was it was kind of an in pattern, 7-8 yards over the middle. Ball was a little bit behind him. Should have caught it. But not only did he not catch it, he was juggling it with a couple of other defenders, and he hit it up. And the D lineman who sagged to that area dropped a surefire interception. So not only did he drop it, but he batted it up, which is not good.
Kevin is in the raffle for 2. People gift away. There's not many people in a Mark Sanchez signed jersey giveaway so far. It's a great chance to win. Like Kevin just earned himself 2 raffle tickets. Can't always catch live, but I like supporting the channel when I can. Robby, you got the best hair. You got my vote in next year's Azy Awards. Love it, Kevin. Appreciate your support. And I agree. Sabo's got tremendous hair. Maybe we need to do a separate category for recurring guests in the best hair category next year.
I'm not one to brag. I'm really humble, so I'll let you guys, do it for me.
I'll tell you what, Robby, are you ready to vote in the Azy Awards that we have this afternoon on the stream?
Oh, dude, this is my favorite stuff. Break it out. Come on.
Great category today. The best wingman, Azy, is up for grabs. Basically, who do you want in your corner? Who's your go-to? Who's the best wingman that is in the Asmaniac community? Earlier today, we had the most anticipated return on the first show. Carly won that. So congrats to her on the Azy. And now the Wingman Azy Award will be voted on. So, folks, your nominees for that once again, Mr. Bonesy, Nate, PBM, and Addison. And voting in the Azys is officially underway.
It's time for the Azy Awards. Gotta get through Jets off season. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose? These Asmaniac callers are legends. It's up to the chat. It's your time to vote. You gotta decide who's better. Asmaniacs drive the Jake Asman show. That's why we gotta have these Azy Awards.
Vote, vote, vote. Cast your vote for who you think is the top wingman in the Azy Awards. All right, couple super chats and then a membership I want to shout out. Julian says, do we have any thicker kicker information? Julian in the raffle for 2. Anything from special teams beyond just the thicker kicker that stood out today as well?
I got to be honest. I don't think they broke out into kicking at all. There were no field goal breakouts. So unless someone else put out some tweets, which I didn't see, nothing from the kickers. There was a short special teams period where, they rotated the gunners. There were some interesting gunner choices. But beyond that, the punt team and a little there, nothing else special teams wise.
Ladies and gentlemen, a gifted membership from Jay Lepselter. Jay is in the raffle now for one. Listener, Aaron Matthew Rodriguez is the recipient of the membership from Jay. So, Jay, good luck in the raffle. Comments, questions, super chats, they will cut the line. Let's see. There was a question that I bookmarked, but I can't seem to find it. Oh, Roster Dread. It was a super chat. He says, let's get the show started. Roster, we're underway, baby. I know you sent that in a minute before we actually went live. We got 300 plus people in here right now, which is awesome. Welcome back to all the diehards who have been maybe away and we're waiting for training camp to get underway. Before we get to some calls with Sabo, I want to remind people that Circa and their pro football betting contests, they're coming back, baby.
Circa Million and Circa Survivor are back with a massive $21 million in guaranteed prizes. Circa Million, pick 5 games against the spread each week. 126 ways to win with $6 million guaranteed. Circa Survivor, 1 pick a week, no point spread. Last the longest to win it all. $15 million guaranteed. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $21 million guaranteed. Visit circasports.com for details.
Can't wait to be out there. End of August, we're doing our show. So get ready because it is going to be an awesome, awesome few days. And if you're going to sign up for the contest, there's no better place to be than in Vegas for Ultimate Contest Weekend. Bunch of great events planned for anyone who's making the trip out there to sign up for any of those contests. You just heard Derek Stevens, the owner of Circa, mention we're going to be there, baby. So come on down. If you want to make a trip to Vegas, we'll be doing our show on the 21st and 22nd from their Radio Row that they have out there. With that said, let's bring Robby back on the show and let's get into some of your calls before we give away a signed Mark Sanchez jersey at the end of the program. Plus, I should mention this is not going to be as long of a show. I have 2 more hours of radio tonight. I'm on ESPN. I got former Jet wide receiver Quincy Enunwa joining me and 3-time World Series champion Mike Stanton coming on with me. So if you're in the New York area.
Mike Stanton. How about that?
That's right. 8:80 a.m. or ESPN New York app if you want to listen. And as Maniacs, if you call in, I'll allow you to cut the line. You won't have to wait as long as anyone else. Craig M. says, excited to see an authentic Glenn versus a fake all gas, no brakes Sawa. The one thing I will say about Glenn, it's not an act with him up there at the podium. This is who he is. And whether it's going to work or not remains to be seen. But Aaron Glenn's going to do it his way. And I like that, you know, he's making the decisions. Like the buck stops with him. He's an authoritative presence. I got the feeling with Salah, he had his tail tucked between his legs too many times when the going got tough or he deferred to Joe Douglas. I feel like Glenn's leadership, it just oozes out of him when you do hear him talk for what it's worth.
Agreed. And, you know, it's Salah with the injuries. The injuries were mythical, you know, fictional, ridiculous. But there came a point, 3rd or 4th season, when he started to knock on the podium, talking about injuries. And, you know, inherently that's not anything to nitpick or over-examine or analyze like a, you know, psychiatrist, but it does reveal something in terms of just hoping and praying for that luck, as opposed to going out and doing whatever it takes to make it not happen, if that makes sense. So that doesn't go to his, you know, quote unquote phoniness, level of phoniness or realism in terms of who he is. But I think it was something that really struck home with me in real time.
I'm excited to see what it's going to be like when this team is hopefully, you know, firing on all cylinders. Do we get more personality from Aaron Glenn? Can he be a little funnier with the media? Like he's trying to keep it very even keeled right now, which I get, but like there's more to it that we haven't gotten a chance to see just yet. Hopefully we do get a chance to see it because that's a good thing. Yeah.
He's got a humorous side to him. There's no question. To when will it break out? I think remains to be seen. It will. It definitely will. I mean, unless they lose every freaking game, obviously, which, you know, would be disastrous, but you know what I mean? It'll break out. There's a humorous side to him in which he's not, by no means, he's not afraid to unleash. He's just, you know, single-minded, focused goal right now. And appeasing the media and having that back and forth ain't one of them.
Connie writes in, love to hear that about the refs. That was so strange the past couple of years. Well, just last year to not have them at all for any of the practices. And then the Jets go out there. They lead the NFL in penalties on defense. They were among the most penalized teams in the league. One thing is for sure, that's not going to happen with Glenn. I don't know how many games they're going to win. I have doubts on this team being better than a 7-win team right now, right? I have them at 6 wins, but they're going to be a more buttoned-up, disciplined team. That I feel very confident in.
Me too. It's accountability. You can't, and that's another thing with Salah. What do we hear from Salah often? These guys are professionals. Believe me, they know. When Clemens jumped off sides or had something happen, he would respond, "Hey, they're professionals. They know. No one takes it more to heart than they do. No one takes it more seriously." Yeah, sure, that's true, but that doesn't drive home to the heart of the issue. Driving home to the heart of the issue is going above and beyond. They know, going to a point where if you're not walking on eggshells, you're running on, soft surface in which you better get it done or you're going to let the guy next to you down. And you can't wake up the next morning and live with yourself if you do that. And that level of urgency just wasn't there until, well, hopefully until now.
Comments, questions, super chats, they will cut the line. Reminder to vote for the Azy Award this afternoon on the show, the Best Wingman Award. Early voting, and it's Mr. Bonesy with a significant lead here, 43%. Tough to argue with the people voting for Bonesy. This man has gone to bat for Beastbreaker, representing him as his attorney. We know that Bonesy is beloved by the community, winning the first ever Asmaniac Madness back in April. So Bonesy, I mean, he's the guy you want in your corner. And early on, the chat, the community, they're voting for the Bones man.
Are there any real world examples of wingman, from any of these people? Do we have that, or are we just going by assumption here?
Well, Addison is frequently helping Bobby Midnight with his show. He's wingmanning him there. PBM single-handedly saved Charles Gorman when he got Catfish live on the air. Helped him behind the scenes without getting into all the details.
What was the catfish? What was the catfish scam? Can we elaborate on that or no?
He thought he was talking to a, quote, lovely lady, but it turns out this lovely lady might have been a man in Indonesia.
People find love in all different places, Jake.
$800 later, Charles Gorman was in quite the hole.
Hey, listen, when you hear the stories about, women giving away, or forget women, anyone, men, women giving away hundreds, thousands of dollars, humans are quite interesting, let me tell you.
Also, I wasn't going to tell this story, but Mr. Boji says, tell of the true act of wingman in Vegas. Let's just say when there was someone in need of something, in order to be able to perform with a lovely lady, Mr. Bonesy was there as well for any Asmaniac who was with us in Vegas a couple of years ago.
As Frank Costanza would put it, a prophylactic rapper.
You're not far off.
Oh,
Mr. Sabo, you're not far off.
Proceed.
On that note, I should also acknowledge Nate. He's been a wingman because he has helped out countless Asmaniacs in their time of need. So all for Bobby Midnight, he picked them up in Vermont.
Everyone's helping out Bobby Midnight, huh?
Yeah. Also, for those saying pills for Bonesy, it was not pills. So try again. Okay. I've said too much. Let's get to some calls, shall we?
You didn't say enough because it could be a number of different things,
Well, I didn't think Bonesy wanted me to tell that story, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, where's Beastbreaker on this list? No, not a wingman.
No, he was not nominated for this category. He was part of the Rumble of the Year award. He's also up for the Azy for Rookie of the Year as well.
Rookie of the Year. He's only been around a year.
Now, this was just sent to me by someone on the beat. I won't say anything, or I won't say who. Did you see Beast at practice today? Is this a real photo?
Hold on, I'm off the tab. It is 1928 bathing suit. Yeah, the sled broke, so they just
did this happen today? I'm not buying this.
The sled broke, so they just plopped him right down on the field, and Membu moved him, and it was standing ovation from there on out.
Beast, how was practice today? This is not you, was it? No?
Very ungrateful. Ungrateful. Very disgusting.
Ungrateful?
Take it off. This is definitely not me. No way.
Dude,
I
that's
don't
Bam.
I only drink water, and I also have Italian. Let's get one fact straight. This is football season. I'm ready for it. I'm not wasting my time.
You called into the show yesterday as you were drinking. What was he drinking? He was drinking like lemonade or something like that, right? He wasn't drinking water.
Mike's Hard.
Beast?
No, I don't drink that stuff.
Oh,
I've had Mike's Hard before. Yeah, that's
What?
right. Yeah,
You just said you only
Mike's
drink
Hard?
water, though.
My energy of the day.
Who's Mike?
Do I have to do a James Hetfield on everybody from some kind of monster? And go, hey, do your part like everybody's. You be you, I be me.
I'll tell you, that image gave me Bam Bam Bigelow vibes, I must admit.
Well, to anyone saying Beast was there today, he clearly was not. Okay, people? So Beast is on the record saying this is not him. So if you think it is him, get your eyes checked. All right? Period. You all ungrateful out there. Every single one of you.
It would have been better if it was just the one strap, like who was the wrestler? The Giant wore in WCW. The two straps. I don't know. That's not Beast. He needs the one strap.
More of your calls right now on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is none other than
Purple Belt Mike, he loves the dark night. He's got a green pool and he jumps right in. Maybe someday he'll get a brown belt, but for now he's just that Purple Belt Mike. Purple Belt Mike, it might be purple, but he can still kick your dirty ass.
What up?
Oh, PBM, there he is.
What's going on?
Well, you called in, so you tell us. That's usually how this works.
Yeah, you're going on.
Yeah. Nah, man. Got surgery tomorrow. I
surgery for what?
Torn ACL.
Is this your vote for me speech? What's going on here?
No vote for me speech. It's just look, Bonesy's everyone, just be nominated is good. I don't
now you're speeching. Now that's a speech.
I don't care either way. Just being nominated is good. But
yeah,
I appreciate the nomination. No, but I'm just chilling. It's nervous about surgery because I just don't like getting surgeries, but I'll be all right.
They put you under. You'll be all right.
Yeah, it's the rehab and all that shit going forward.
So. How'd you tear your ACL?
I was at jiu-jitsu and someone fell on me from behind and then he popped.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, sucks. So it's all good. Hopefully I sacrifice my ACL so no one on the Jets needs to get theirs injured. That's how we're looking at it.
Hey,
sacrifice my ACL for the Jets.
My buddy blew out his knee as an old man, basically as a fighter, and we were watching one of the UFC events, and randomly he's like, "Oh, dude, that's what's his name? He used to wrestle with him at Gloucester College." And next thing we know, he's in Bellator. The same buddy who blew out his knee about 2 years later had a contract with Bellator. So you'll be good. Your jiu-jitsu career.
Yeah, I'll be fine. It's all good.
Well, Mike, good luck with the surgery. All right.
Yeah, Jets related. Have you seen anything of that running back Donovan Edwards at all? Has he been, or is he like non-existent the first day?
I mean, not he's out there, but non-existent in terms of being in the mix, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. So it's really just our top three running backs, and that's
he was being shouted out a lot in OTAs and minicamp because there weren't a ton of running backs on the roster. Number one, and number two, you're going to see a lot more in terms of rotation in those spots. Today, not so much.
Gotcha. All right. I was hoping he would make the team and maybe be good, but
he's got a chance to make the team. I think if one of the top three go down, he'll make it. Maybe. I mean, there's a few other guys. Pritchett, the undrafted receiver, who's still wearing a running back number, who's killing me. I think it's 35 or 36. He's a guy everyone should keep their eyes on. He's got something, and I got to watch him some more. But Pritchett's a name to really target in on.
I think he's a real name to watch for the special teams, kick return, punt return. I mean, that guy's elusive. You watch his college tape, he's explosive.
He has a really, of all the undrafted rooks, by far, he's the guy to watch.
Hell yeah, it's good stuff.
Mike,
thanks, dude.
Say hi to your wife for us. PBW.
Will do.
Purple belt wife, she's the dark knight. She has a lazy husband who forgets to clean potatoes. Maybe someday she'll get some help, but not for now. She's just a purple belt wife. Purple belt wife. She might not be purple, but she can kick her husband's ass.
I never saw that intro song. That's the first.
Brand new, because his wife made her debut on the show 2 days ago.
Nice.
Kyle Clifton says Beast doesn't smoke. He's in the raffle for 2. Beast, you don't smoke?
That's right. Correct, Mundo.
Okay.
Je ne sais quoi. Gracias.
Now, if you don't smoke, can you just clarify this photo of you in 6 rings? This is not real, is it?
Hell! Oh, hell no, player. That's all.
That's all I needed to hear, Beast. Thank you very much for clarifying.
Double fisting.
All right, you ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, on the line right now is the champ.
The only thing better than Alden shoes is Joey D, cause he totally rules. Jake, my brother, I'm high as a kite. I love everybody. Damn, this show is crazy.
Sabo, Jakey. What's up, fellas?
The champ, the wingman as well. Potential Azy winner.
You know, being completely honest, the real wingman out of all 4 of us is Addy, because me, PBM, and Nate are all locked up, and Addy is the true good-looking single guy that if you're going on a date and you need your man to come with you and hold down the 4 while you go for the 6.5, I mean, Addy's your man.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but sometimes the best wingman is the unavailable one. You avoid a lot of potential complications.
No, for sure. When I need to step up, I know I can step up. So if I do win, I'll take the honor. But Addy is, though, he's the most qualified because he's a good-looking dude, and I know he's got some swag there.
Gracious in his nomination. Look at this guy.
Anyway, to Jets talk, you know, one of my favorite interviews so far that I've heard out of everybody was really from Sauce. And I love the intel he gave us. And I still have a question for you, Robby. I want to know, when in his press conference, he was really breaking down how, not really breaking down, but he did mention how he's traveling. He's pressing. He's playing nickel. He's playing all over the field. Have you seen any of that yet? Or has he still been really blanketed to the one side?
So this is one of those areas we really can't talk about too much. It'll sneak out there, I promise. And I was there yesterday when he talked about it, and I'm kind of surprised he actually mentioned slot. Let's just put it that way. Because I think, I'm not saying there won't be times when he does go into the slot to guard a guy, you know, on 3rd and whatever, but don't expect it to be a regular thing. Outside corner, sure, no problem. We could easily see that changing. But slot, Michael Carter is as good as it gets, and there's no reason to put him in the slot following receiver number 1 on every play. I think it'll just be a thing in crunch time, gotta have it defensive stop plays, if that makes sense.
Yep. I'm with you. I feel like it's not going to be something they do all the time, but I could see them like in big situations, 3rd downs where they're blitzing and they're like, listen, man, we're doing bump press. We want Sauce bumping the slot moving receiver, whoever, you know, so maybe that's where it's coming from. But
or if they're blitzing, I mean, let's be honest, Sauce is long, and you want him covering, but if you could take an offense, you know, off guard by sending him on a cat or in a slot, you'll do it. So don't rule that out either.
No, that made me excited. I love listening to him and Garrett talk off of each other, talk how they both expect to act like they didn't get paid enough and they have to exceed the contracts. And, you know, we normally do win the off season with all this stuff, but I do love our core guys who got paid coming out and just showing how they're professionals. And I love how Aaron Glenn said about. I love how Sauce said how he is. You don't have to worry about him off the field. I love when players acknowledge that, like they know, like they got their shit together. So
that's a good point by you, because that is very true with Garrett and Sauce. And listen, I'm hard on Garrett a lot, but he is and I tweeted this yesterday. Listen, he deserves criticism, but he's self-accountable. And if you're accountable, and some leaders are ornery, like I remember Mark Messier back in the 90s had a coach, Roger Nielsen, for the Rangers, realized it wasn't going to work with him and got his ass canned and got his ass fired. Next season, they win the cup. Sometimes you want your leader to be that way. And Garrett, maybe he is, maybe he's not, but he's at least self-accountable, and that's a really good thing. But if Jets fans really love their homegrown guys and it's really looking positive, at this time next year, that means Membu and Fashanu join the fray. That's the key. Those two guys joining this group.
I want to see what Jermaine does too. I was really big on Jermaine, him coming off this injury. It's probably, obviously he can't get paid coming off the injury, but I do want to see how he got hurt earlier in the year. So he has a chance more than others to come out of the gate with a little more fire. Obviously it's going to take a little time, but yeah, I'm excited for Jermaine as well. And I love listening to Garrett too. I love listening to Garrett talk. Like you said, he's so accountable. He literally, he owns up. He brought up how he acts on the field, and he brought up about how losing feels and how sometimes it makes players. I just love how he takes accountability for wide receivers, and nowadays that are such divas. It's nice to have somebody you could tell has the mind right. I love hearing that shit. So.
A really good sign for him is he doesn't. He's not a social media dude. He doesn't respond to he doesn't feel like he has to defend himself publicly. Like that's a rare, really good sign to me. And listen, I'll criticize him when it deserves it. When he's dancing and he's not doing the right thing and getting 4 yards and losing one because he's looking for the home run, or he's throwing tantrums on the sideline and he's freelancing and not doing. Fine, he'll criticize himself as well. But the fact that he doesn't feel like he has to defend himself, really good thing in my mind.
Agreed. Well, fellas, it's been real. I'm glad we're back. It feels so good to be just talking some football, man. I've been waiting. People in the chat are like, oh, this guy doesn't call in enough. It's because I needed a little escape from paradise and get back to the real deal when football started. And here I am. We're ready to go.
The champ is ready,
Let's
baby.
go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bonesy. He's not just a shoe salesman. He's also an attorney at law.
Are you an actual lawyer or what, man?
Yeah, I am a lawyer.
Yeah, baby.
Dude, Gator is on fire, man.
That's one of the best bits that we have when Bonesy became Beast Attorney. Hey, Sean, thanks for the super chat. If you meant to put a question attached to this, just write it in and we will bring it up. The Ghost says, burn the Mark Sanchez jersey. What? Get out of here, Ghost. Are you out of your mind? We're not burning the jersey of the last quarterback that won playoff games around here. Mark Sanchez is the man. If you don't like Mark Sanchez, I can't help you. Burn Mark Sanchez's jersey. That is a stupid town-worthy comment for the Ghost. Good Lord, what are you doing?
All the pieces come together in a season, it can be absolute perfection, folks, because that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the Jets, led by Zach Wilson, will fucking suck ass, guys.
Come on, man. Giving away a signed Sanchez jersey at the end of the show.
It's funny. Sanchez, one of those rare examples in which his aura, his popularity has grown.
Aged well, yep.
Yes. Like, he wasn't the most popular fella in 2012, 2013, even 2014, 2015. But the more time has gone on, the more beloved he's become.
I agree with that. I mean, go look at his numbers in the playoffs, too. He played well in those games, especially in 2010.
Yeah, dude, the bigger the moment, he played better. You can't deny it.
One last call with Robby, and then I will stay on for the rest. But first, shout out to Nate. He enters the raffle. Says, send the Sanchez jersey to Wingman Addy. Nate, thank you very much. Got you down for 2. With that said, the final call is a call that I think this chat is dying to hear. You ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, fresh off a job interview at Dunkin' Donuts, we go to Vermont for the latest.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course. Hello, guys. I had an interview today at noon, and he said that he will call me no matter what if I got the job or not. It seems positive, and that's what I'm holding on to.
All
and
right.
look what else I got. Show everybody else what I got.
Air conditioning,
Oh,
baby.
nice.
Bobby, how long were you without air conditioning? Be honest.
A long time.
Shame on you for going that long without AC, but thank the Asmaniac and
Yes,
Shiner
I already
community.
did. I thanked them all. Yeah.
Well, thank them again.
Wow, the
Thank
Asmaniacs.
you, all the Asmaniacs that helped me out getting the air conditioning.
No
Bobby's
more,
AC was paid for by listeners of this show.
Holy cow!
Yes.
No more sticky sheets in Bobby's bed.
No more
Nice.
sweaty cat either. Dying cat.
You were
what?
killing your cat by not having air conditioning in your apartment.
Right. Yeah. It's there now. So look at my hair, Robby Sabo.
Dude, we're hair brothers, Bobby. Don't let anyone tell you. Don't let anyone tell you different. Don't get discouraged by the chat. We are hair brothers.
Yeah, we are hair brothers. Definitely.
And we didn't need hair club for men or anything like that. You know.
Well, I decided not to do it last year because I'm 56 now, so it's not going to help me anymore. So I decided to become the silver fox.
Be the way God made you. That's all.
Yeah,
Don't
silver
apologize.
fox.
Don't apologize.
But when I was 16, definitely I damn color my hair. Oh, Bobby, you know you have gray hair. This is at church with 20 people around. Yes, Cindy, you know you got a big mouth. Shut up.
Hey, Bobby, when you
What?
were interviewing for the job at Dunkin' Donuts, did they show this photo and say this is what you're not supposed to do?
No, they did not. Hey, I want to. Mark Sanchez was great for the Jets. I want to agree with Jake and also with Robby Sabo because I was watching them in the playoffs. He almost made it to the Super Bowl 2 times in a row. So whoever said burn his shirt, go fly a kite. I was trying to be nice.
Sarah said, Bobby looking handsome with fire emoji. Who's this Sarah? I see.
Oh, Sarah's from Australia. You never met her?
I have not had the pleasure, Bobby.
She's from Australia, the golden blonde beauty. Can't live without her. That girl makes me freaky. Sarah the angel is everyone's sweetie. If she dumps her husband, I'll be her next beefy. Sarah. And I voted for my own wingman, Addison, today. Yes, Addison. I love you, Addison. You know.
Oh yeah, I love you too, Bobby.
You
Hey,
are
Jake.
my man.
Hey, Addison.
Hey, Robbie.
You
What's
are
up?
definitely my wingman.
I'm your wingman to the end, Bobby. Let's go.
Well, you should have been up there.
Is this
Hey,
Sarah
it's
a
all
real
good, Bobby.
person?
Sarah is
Sarah's absolutely real, Robbie. Come on now.
You know Craig from Australia? You know Craig from Australia.
No.
I really, people are asking me, I really
Absolutely
don't know Sarah.
not.
No, I don't know
0%.
Sarah.
No, they work together. Sarah is true person. Trust me.
Any other questions, Robbie? You clearly consume lots of the show.
I trust you, Bobby. I trust you.
Yeah. Do you see my air conditioner, Annie? We got it.
Yeah.
We saw it. All right. Jesus. Bobby, thank
Yeah.
you. Addison, good luck. You're the man. Appreciate you calling in, brother.
Thank you. I'll
Ladies
be here.
and gentlemen, Bobby Midnight, everyone.
Well, you know I can't wear my freaking hat. It's hot, my balls will sweat. Oh, look, I have a fan. I'm Bobby.
Normally,
Wow.
I'd entertain the Bobby Midnight shenanigans, but I'm on the radio in less than 2 hours and got things to do. So, Robbie, I appreciate you hopping on for the training camp recap today. This was
Look at
awesome.
this. Sarah is like the queen of the Asmaniacs. I'm
Oh,
getting
yeah.
torched
Sarah's
for
beloved.
not
You
knowing
should know.
her.
I will say you should know who she is. She's a beloved caller. She was in Asmaniac Madness. She works for Craig, who's become a regular caller from Australia. So through Craig, we got Sarah.
Yeah.
And Sarah's a regular.
Listen, I go through stretches. You know, it depends on what's going on at JetX. The last 3 months have been rough, but during the draft, I was all on it. And I did see a clip of, was it Gary's babysitter? Or
Gary's nanny. Yeah,
nanny.
Gary's nanny was up for in Azy on the first show today, the most anticipated return award. I thought she was going to run away with it, but strategically we added another 4% female demo to that category, so we wouldn't just have like the simp vote just dominate. So it was close between Gary's nanny and Carly won by a couple of percentages, which was a good back and forth.
Yeah, I saw that clip and your reaction and how you could not relay the comments out into the public ether. So sorry, I apologize, Sarah. I do think you're real, kind of.
Addison says that Gary will eat broccoli on the moon before Robby Sabo watches the show.
Who said that?
That's what Addison just said.
How dare you? You're not getting my vote, Addison. That's not what a wingman does. A wingman covers for his homies.
Mr. Sabo?
Yeah.
Tell us about JetX before you go.
It's jetsexfactor.com. Check it out. Promo code Asman. ASMAN.
That's right. Be a JetX member. Support Robby and the team over at JetX. You had Connor Long out there today. Nick Faria's out there today.
Yeah.
3 people from JetX at the Jet facility today.
Representing strong. I didn't see Sarah there either. Hey, have fun tonight.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Robby Sabo with us there. All right. A couple people are still on hold, so I want to get to the remaining calls here. I got to also count up all the names for the Mark Sanchez jersey raffle. Not a ton of entries. Mike Dems is in for 10, Bill Fon for 2, Julian Manfredo 2, Jay 1, Kyle 2, Nate 2. If Nate wins, he's already said he's dedicated to Addy. So your chance to win that, get in if you want an opportunity to win. If you don't win, you're in for the Joe Namath helmet and the Justin Fields helmet. We're targeting Monday for our next Asmaniac raffle. Okay, quick break. And when we come back, rapid fire through your remaining calls. Lots still to talk about. Anything Jet related and beyond is on the table. Back with more right after this.
The New York Jets.
Come on!
Select Will McDonald, linebacker,
What?
Iowa State.
What the
Let's
fuck?
go.
I can't believe this shit!
All
What
right.
the fuck happened to
Hey, there we go. Light it up, Ricky. Yeah, let's get back to your calls right now. One of our favorites is on the Ghostbuster hotline. Ricky NY joins us now. What's up, Ricky?
Hey, Jake.
Hey, Ricky, how you doing?
Thanks for taking my call, Jake. I just finished smoking all the available weed in the panhandle, so bear with me if I collapse here in front of my personalized flag. Any chance you could send that boxing guy, Gary, to the Jameis Winston town? Maybe Gator can build a special hall for quarterbacks who throw more interceptions than completed passes. Well, not a Florida guy, but can go to Seminoles all the way there. If you got a whole lot, just get all of them in there. I don't give a shit. Well, I think I got to relight this thing. Hold on a second. I just got this new blowtorch lighter. Let's try it out. Try it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Should have backed off that setting a bit. Anyway, Jake, I'll hang up for now and grab the burn kit again. Later, brother.
Oh, my God.
Yo, Gator is different, man. That dude is different.
Let's keep going with the calls right now. It looks like, wow, I cannot believe this guy actually showed his face. A man who owes us 25 memberships in honor of 25 career interceptions by Zach Wilson. Hawk has called in for the very first time. Hello, Hawk.
Hey, Tyson, what's up, man? Hey, Jake, before you send me to the Shadow Realm, let me ask Tyson about Zach. Tyson, don't you think we can keep Zach Wilson and just let him start the first few games? I mean, we all know the kid just needs another year behind center, and that'll really get him going. I mean, Crowan, man, you know he's freaking awesome, bro. Marin win.
Oh man, you're killing me.
Hawk, thank you for calling in, and we'll see you in the realm.
Into the shadow realm you go.
That's the problem with Aaron Rodgers. This guy is a cancer that's metastasized throughout the entire building in Florham Park. And I don't know why Jets fans can't see it.
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up.
Oh. You don't need a quarterback. You need a good football player. That's what I'm saying about Brock Bowers. You need a good football player.
Gary has called back in. He's relentless tonight, man. Gary, what do you got?
What's going on, Jake? I'm a little fired up today. Let me ask you something. If you could get 30 touchdowns out of Jameis Winston and 30 interceptions, I'm going to tell you about him. Caleb Williams is going to help him in the third round. And if he gets knocked down in round 7, I mean, his fight's going to go to the scorecard. It's probably fixed anyway. I mean, I disagree with you like 100%. What you did, miscalculating about not taking Joe Milton over Zach, a draft prospect. I mean, knockouts don't matter if you land enough jabs and you would have split decision. You don't need a quarterback for a 12-round fight. You get the tight end. You get the tight end.
Hey, here's the deal. Just got no chance unless you click on that like button. And you got to make sure you subscribe to the Jake Asman Show. You don't, you can get the f*** out. Now let's go, Asmaniacs. We're built for this shit.
All right, we're back. Appreciate you guys hanging by with the commercial break there. I got a ton of stuff going on behind the scenes with radio I'm dealing with right now. So home stretch of the show, ladies and gentlemen, on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is none other than the Lane Train.
Hi, how are you? Bruce Hall. That's good. Hi, Jake.
Hello,
How
Lane.
are you?
I'm good,
Yeah,
Lane.
I mean, I can't believe it's already the Jets coming up. How do you feel about practice?
How do I
in 2
feel?
weeks?
I feel good. I wasn't there personally, but I like the reports we were getting from people today, including Robby on the show just now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, I think they look good.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, we don't know what Membu's going to be like. I think he'll do good. I also think that, signing Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner should be good. We'll see what happens because, they have a chance.
What do you think happens?
Well, they first got to move the ball down the field, like going into practice.
I agree.
Why? And I did hear that they have a new dressing room now in the Jet Stadium.
They have a new locker room.
Yeah. I mean, I saw pictures of it.
What do you think?
It looks pretty good. It looks good.
How about the barbershop they have, Lane? Would you want to get a haircut there?
I don't know. I'm getting my haircut on Saturday, but yeah, I think that you got to worry about going into the season. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I know they got Mason Taylor. Actually, they signed him.
They did.
Yeah. So anyway, do you think they'll drop the ball though in the first game?
Do I think they'll drop the ball collectively as a team, or individual players will drop passes?
No, I mean as a team. Do you think they'll have games that they won't it won't be them?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean it's tough for them to win it if they keep dropping it. Actually. Oh yeah, and I saw Beastbreaker. Was that him? Really? He was wearing a swimsuit.
He says that was not him at practice today.
He had a cigarette in his mouth, and I like the other one with him and who was the other one? That
I'm not sure which one you're referring to, Lane.
yeah, like the one that was like the fake the one that looked like the fake Gary also.
This?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not a real photo. B
That's
says
not
this
him.
is not him.
It looks like maybe somebody from SNY.
It could be.
'Cause,
Have you ever met the Beast? You guys friends?
I've talked to him sometimes. I hear that Bobby got his interview.
Hey, Beast, say hi to the Lane train.
Oh, hi.
What else? Start of this there, lane train. ¿Cómo está, amigo?
Good.
And
Yeah,
are you still driving the train?
Yes.
Now remember, when you're driving the train, just remember when you poke your head out, you gotta go, oh, the
I have an idea. You
Remember
could put me
when you do that, just
in
make sure
a
when you yell out,
suit.
you go, oh, the board. So I heard.
Yeah.
So you're wearing a Mets. You're wearing a Mets jersey. I see. Good choice. We got two Mets fans here. And don't forget the great Matt O'Leary. He's also a Met too, especially. Yep.
Yeah, I know.
You okay there, Lane?
They like
know who
won.
else?
Yep.
And don't forget, you got many other Mets fans in here as well. The legendary great Rick Kent. He's a legendary Mets fan himself.
Yeah.
So I see a 13-4 winning season. We're gonna drink some water because right now it's 94 degrees and it is piping. You could take 3 turkeys out there right now. Some mashed potatoes.
Hey, Beast.
It's supposed to be warm on Friday.
Hey, Beast, did you see the catch that Garrett Wilson had today? You want to try and recreate this? Uh-oh. Beast, your internet. I'm worried about it.
I'm not going anywhere. Whoa! That looks good!
The delays
That's
all
good!
timer.
I like it!
Can you give us a reenactment, Beast?
Most valuable player, baby. Bank it.
Beast?
And I'm also doing some malware fixing right now because my system crashed.
You got to fix your internet. That's what you got to fix.
My system crashed. I'm doing a little bit of reporting right now.
I could tell.
All right, we'll fix it. We'll take care of it.
All right, you work on that. I'm going to go back to the Lane train. Lane, what did you think of that catch by Garrett Wilson? Okay, Lane is frozen. Thank you for the time. Fantastic. Tremendous crop of calls right there, folks. You can't find it anywhere else. Devin in the raffle for 1. Chew in the raffle for 1. Party with Peg and Artie with a $10 super chat in there for 2. Those are 4 solid wingmen. Let's end the raffle losing streak today. Good luck to Artie and Peg. They're due for a raffle win. Dre Day, not 1 but 2 more gifted channel memberships. Good luck to Dre Day, who's in for 2. Ralphie checks in. Shout out to Ralphie. He sent me a bunch of training camp tickets he couldn't use, so check the Discord later tonight / tomorrow to any Asmaniac who wants training camp tickets. I have some extras I'll be distributing. First come, first serve. Thanks to Ralphie for his generosity with that. He says, no way Jets into season with rookie kicker and punter. The opening day kicker and punter need to do. What, to save a couple pennies here or there? Like, come on. One last call before the Sanchez jersey raffle. Here we go.
I got my Iron UG. I hope you like my Jets take. You know they call me David T. It's not easy for me to see, but if you bring me full stream, you might like what I had to say. I'll need to get real damn close, cause my vision is dog shit.
Hi, Jake.
David T, how we doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, and hopefully you're doing fine too. I think I got some stuff for you. Purple Belt Mike, he's talking about his surgery tomorrow. I had 2 hip replacements down here, and I remember my first one, and I was very, very nervous. My brother took me over at 6 a.m, and right from the get-go, they made me feel so comfortable. And, when I got down to the operating room, the doc comes over and he says, "Are you ready?" And I says, "You know what, doc, I really wasn't afraid till now." And he says, "Don't worry about it." He says, you're not going to know anything. You're going to be out, and when you come to, we have plenty of medication to help you and all that stuff. So that's that. And then as far as yesterday, with voting on the callers that the comeback callers, I voted for Carly. Between Carly and
you mean today, the most anticipated return, first show today?
Yeah, I'm sorry. And the girl,
Gary's
the other,
nanny.
yes, Gary's nanny. She, I really don't know much about her, but Carly, I'm a sucker for a pretty girl. But Carly, she should be part of your show. I like her personality, and I like her voice. I like unique things about people. So the only jet take I have is the third string quarterback. I'm kind of intrigued about that, and don't know what's going to happen there, but we'll see.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't think they're going to keep 3 quarterbacks, David. I'd be surprised. I think it's going to be just 2. They'll use that extra roster spot on someone else, to be honest.
Yeah, but Jake, you know what? God forbid, if Fields goes down and Tyrod Taylor has a history of going down, I mean, then where are they at?
Yeah, I mean, look, at that point, they're just screwed. Like, if you're talking about losing both your starting quarterback and backup for the season, right? Like, if that's what you're talking about, yeah, that'd be a problem.
And hopefully, with our history, things work against us, but hopefully that's not even gonna be an issue.
Yeah, look, I mean, ultimately, you get down to your third quarterback, you're kind of screwed at that point. So hopefully Fields could stay relatively healthy. If he's got to miss a game or 2, that's why you have Tyrod Taylor. But I mean, we're talking about Brady Cook. He's a UDFA, or Adrian Martinez for the third spot. I think they'll carry one of those guys in the practice squad.
Yeah, but you're right. Fields is a stud, man. We're just wishing the best for him.
David, you're the man.
No, you're the man.
Ladies and gentlemen, David T.
I've got my eye on you. Checkmate me full screen. It's fireball whiskey time. David motherfucking T.
Always love a David T call. There's that story of Tom Moore when he was the offensive coordinator for Peyton Manning and the Colts. And I forget who told the story, right? There was like a broadcaster that was doing a Colts game that week, and he told the story on the air. Or maybe it was a reporter who asked Tom Moore, like, hey, how come like Peyton Manning's backups don't ever get any like snaps at practice? Like Peyton would take all the reps at practice. And Tom Moore's response to like that reporter or whoever the broadcaster was, well, like we don't practice fucked. And basically without Peyton Manning, we're effed. Like that was long story short. So, I mean, that's not quite what's happening here with Fields because Tyrod is going to get some opportunities, but he's not going to, get a ton of reps. Fields needs them, new offense for him. And then after that, like Tyrod's only going to get a handful, and then there's just not enough for the third or fourth guy. Like they'll play in the preseason, but I don't think they're going to carry 3 quarterbacks. I just don't see that being something that's going to happen here. Ladies and gentlemen, time to declare a winner in the Azy Awards. The best wingman was up for grabs today, and it's a blowout. Mr. Bonesy runs away with this one, and he wins the Azy for the top wingman. 48% of the vote. Second place, Addison with 24. PBM at 17. And Nate at 10. So congratulations to Mr. Bonesy on winning the prestigious Azy Award. Tomorrow on the show, this will be a fun one. The greatest Charles Gorman moment. I'm going to have to basically get a clip of each of these because a category so great, every Asmaniac could sit back and enjoy the ultimate Charles Gorman moment or moments over the last calendar year and then decide who you got. Unreal. All right. On that note, it is almost raffle time. But first, I need slightly more time to get all the names ready. So why don't we just take a chill pill, shall we? Gator says, I think Big Cho might need an intro.
Big Cho. Yeah, it's nice. I like my recliner. No, I just called to check in. Big Cho. I don't like all those wrinkles on my head. I don't have that many wrinkles. We're talking about Big Cho. My implants are coming in 3 months.
The Kardashian ones?
I put the jet gear on for you. Been running some errands early. Came home just chilling. Big Cho.
Big Cho, how we doing?
What's up, Jake?
Do you have anything you want to share with the audience, Big Cho?
Yeah, the show's dropping tonight at 8. I don't have the link won't be available until 8 o'clock. You have to go to our Instagram.
We have to go to Instagram to get a link. Why not just have the link available on like YouTube or something?
I don't know. I'm just following. She's the one that does it, not me.
Is it on Spotify? Excuse me. Is it on Spotify? Is it on Apple?
I'm not sure, Jake. All I know is you're supposed to go to the Instagram at 8 o'clock, and there's going to be a link there.
And what is the Instagram, Big Cho?
It's the THE Big Cho Show _ FT dot Shania.
Oh, God. Big Cho, first piece of advice. You got to make this promotion easier. You got to make it easier for people to access the show. We got to go to Instagram, and we can't even find the account.
The account's on there because I've been to it.
But how about we just get it on Spotify, and you just say, hey, search Big Cho Show, and then that's easy to find. Like, that's what we need, Big Cho.
Right. Well, like I said, I'm not doing the media stuff. Shania's doing it.
Right, but you can't just put it all in the hands of Shania.
Well, she knows more about that stuff than I do. That's the situation.
Are you concerned people might have a tough time finding this program?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
If they go to Instagram, the link's going to be up at 8. They just click on the link and bingo, they got the show.
And once again, say the Instagram again for the people.
Well, I had rolled it down on your chat. I tried to do a super chat today, but it wouldn't let me. I tried like 5 times and it kept saying edit and try again.
Gator found it and he put the link in the chat. So you're lucky that Gator's here to help you with the promotion.
Well, what did he find? My super chat or the link?
No, he found the link to the Instagram.
Oh, well, how come the super chat wouldn't work?
I don't know. I am not. I don't work for Mr. Tube, so I can't comment on that.
Yeah, because I tried like 4 or 5 times to send a $5 super chat with all the information in it so you could read it, and it never went through.
Well, Big Cho, I'll tell you what. I would recommend that you add a profile picture to the Instagram account here because I just went to your account, and this is what it looks like.
Hold on. Let me get my glasses on.
Yep, take a good look here because what you'll see is not much.
Hold on. Yeah, she's working on the other stuff.
Like a profile picture?
Yeah, and the logo and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's
why
why
about maybe launching this after we have all the socials in place.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, this is the first big show. You want a good first impression.
Well, I believe in her.
Okay.
So I think everything will be up by 8.
How did the episode taping go? Did everything go smooth?
Yeah, we finished yesterday. We didn't meet today. We were supposed to meet, but then she was still uploading and editing, and then she had a phone call at noon that she had to take. She forgot about. So we just talked on the phone for a while instead of meeting at my place.
I see.
Yeah. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, Cho. Doing good, doing swell.
Well, thanks for waiting on me. I was watching the program with my daughter. She's over here with me. She comes first, so I had to finish the program with her.
Family first, Big Cho. Family first.
Yeah. Family ahead of basketball as well.
Even for you, Big Cho.
When my daughter was younger and played high-level travel volleyball, if she had a tournament the same day we had a game, I missed our game so I could be at her tournament. That was part of the deal of me being hired.
They still call you Father of the Year where you're from?
I don't know about that. I do my best.
Would you like to respond to Georgie, who says, more like Big Chump, not a fan of the promotion?
Big Chump? Who said that?
Georgie.
He wouldn't say that October 18th or 19th to me.
That's right. Get his ass.
I'm an expert in martial arts. But I wouldn't even have to use that.
Would you like to demonstrate some martial arts on the show?
No, I'm laying down chilling, man.
Okay.
I'm just saying somebody doesn't know me to say stuff like that. That's not right, man. You can say that stuff, when you're not around. Say that stuff when I'm face to face. We'll see.
That's right.
Calling somebody a chump. I'll be up there. I'll be in New Jersey, October 18th and 19th. You can find me.
Hey, did you hear Nick Shine said he'd pick you up from the airport?
Call me a chump then. Say what?
I said, did you hear that Nick Shine said he can't wait to pick you up from the airport?
Oh, he's going to pick me up?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay. That'll work. Is he going to have a sign, Big Show, so I know who it is?
Yeah, Nick is actually going to dress up as a chauffeur, and he'll have a sign that says, Big Cho.
Oh, nice. What kind of car is he going to pick me up in?
Probably a stretch limo.
Oh, yeah?
I have to confirm it with him, of course, but, Nick's the savior, so I'm sure he'll come through.
I got you. Hey, now, who called me a chump again? You got me fired up.
Georgie was the name of the listener who said more like Big Chump.
Do you know who he is?
I'm not familiar with Georgie.
Okay. All right, Georgie. I'll see you October 18th or 19th. You know where you can find me.
And Nick Shine stretch limo.
Yeah, call me a chump then, brother.
Amen.
You have broken limbs. Guy doesn't even know me. Call me a chump.
Any other thoughts before I get to this raffle here, Big Joe?
No, I'm in a bad mood now.
Well, how do we make you in a good mood?
What's up for the raffle?
Mark Sanchez jersey, signed by him.
White or green?
Green.
Okay. Hey, will you send me that hat still?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll wear it on one of the shows when we go live.
You got yourself a deal, Big Joe.
Appreciate your support, Jake.
My pleasure, Big Joe. I can't wait to listen to the show later.
Yeah, hopefully everybody will go there and they'll be able to find it.
Absolutely. You have a good day, all right, Big Joe?
Yeah, do the same.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Big Cho to the raffle.
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck to all. Someone is going to win a signed Mark Sanchez jersey, and there's not a whole lot of people in this raffle, so if you're in, you certainly got a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, only 27 total entries. I'm shocked. Someone's going to win. If you don't win, perhaps you'll win a weekly prize on Monday. Good luck to everyone, and as always, thank you to the best community for supporting these giveaways. The winner of the Sanchez jersey is Ralphie Rocks. Congrats to Ralphie. This is good karma. Ralphie sent me a message today that he had 4 training camp tickets that he couldn't use for, I think, either Friday or Saturday. I got to check. And how about that? The karma guys reward Ralphie's good deed with a signed Sanchez jersey. Congrats to Ralphie. And again, thanks to everyone who entered. If you haven't won yet, keep trying. All it takes is one entry, and you never know if the wheel will be in your favor. Again, thanks to Ralphie for the awesome, awesome gesture, and congrats to him on winning that. Jay, no! Jay just gifted a 10 spot after the raffle. Jay! I appreciate the gesture, Jay, and so does the community. I wish I could have got you in here, but this was after we already spun the wheel. Jay's in for 10, though, so everyone give a shout-out to Jay, because at the actual end of the show here, he just gifted 10. Jay, you still got a chance to win a weekly prize, though, and obviously you won a Garrett Wilson signed helmet last week, which was great. So good for you, and thank you for the 10 spot. Ladies and gentlemen, what a country.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If it's okay with everyone, I'll put Jay in for 10 on our daily raffle tomorrow on the first show, assuming we do one, which I intend to do one. This is Los, Buff Dad D, Hector Cabrera, Hornswoggle, Drama Free, Nate, LX Jet Fan XL, Yeti, Dixon Yass, Clancy, all receiving a channel membership there. So congratulations to all got a member, and thank you again to Jay for the gesture. Everyone's saying to put him in the raffle, so we'll put him down for 10 tomorrow. Jay could have been watching the show on delay for all we know, and maybe he thought there was still a chance to enter the raffle. So either way, though, we'll get Jay accounted for. Again, thank you to everyone who tuned in. Sorry the show can't be a little longer, but I have 2 more hours of radio I got to go get ready for. So download the ESPN New York app if you want in on the conversation there, talking all things Jets, Giants, opening training camp. Certainly we'll talk about the Mets sweeping the Angels. Yankees going for a series win in Toronto tonight. So I'll keep you updated on that. Until then, that does it for me. Again, thank you to everyone who makes this show a magical experience for all. I'll talk to you guys soon. JETS, 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 Jets.
Having some barbecue chips. Hello, Thunder Lips.
What's up, Charles? Oh, yeah, take us around. Let me see.
This is my table. This is my fridge. This is my my bed stuff, but I had to get a new mattress. This is the couch I've been sleeping on. This is my television, my cable, my Xbox, my rich one. That was toilet paper. I saw that.
I don't know what you're talking about. A little bit of corn. But hey, congratulations on the house. I'm gonna wash my hands and I'll call back. I'll be back.
All right, no problem.
So, guys, it looks like Glenn, another defensive coordinator without head coaching experience.
Great.
Was that a fart?
Excuse me.
I can taste it on my tongue.
Hey, here's the deal. Just got no chance unless you click on that like button. And you gotta make sure you subscribe to the Jake Asman Show. You don't, you can get the out. Now let's go, Asmaniacs. We're built for this shit.